Think you know the truth about your relationship? Most couples believe they already know everything about each other. But the reality is that routine often hides more than it reveals, leaving two people together but not really connected. Psychologists have shown that curiosity is like oxygen for love, and without curiosity, even the strongest relationships slowly lose their spark. That is why today we will explore 5 simple but powerful games that are not just entertainment, but carefully designed tools to bring you closer to awaken hidden truths and to remind you of the joy of truly discovering one another. These are the 5 games that reveal the truth about your relationship, and if you play them with an open mind, they might change everything. Number 1. We're not really strangers. At first glance, this game looks like just a box of cards, but the design is brilliant. The questions are divided into 3 levels, moving step by step from surface-level curiosity to deep, vulnerable conversations. At level 1, you find light and playful questions, things that seem easy, like asking about memories, preferences, or little habits. At level 2, the tone changes. The questions touch personal history, fears, hopes, and moments that shaped who you are today. At level 3, the walls come down because the cards invite you to reveal things you might never say otherwise. Insecurities, desires, or truths about how you see your relationship. Psychologists call this process self-disclosure, and it is one of the most effective ways to build intimacy and long-term trust. When you reveal something personal and your partner receives it with care and understanding, your brain records that as evidence of safety, and your bond grows stronger. The benefit is rediscovery. Even if you've been together for years, you will realize there are still hidden layers, surprises, and depths in the person you love, waiting to be uncovered. Number 2. The And, Skin Deep. This game was created by filmmakers who recorded thousands of real couples asking each other questions on camera, capturing moments of raw honesty and vulnerability. From that project came a deck of questions that pushes couples into conversations they normally avoid but desperately need. It works because it activates 2 essential psychological skills: active listening and empathy. Active listening means that you are not waiting to reply or to defend yourself, but you are fully present, hearing your partner until the very end. Empathy means you are not only hearing their words, but also feeling what those words mean to them. When these 2 elements come together in a relationship, something incredible happens. Conflicts shrink, defenses soften, and love deepens. The benefit of this game is emotional intimacy. It is not just about talking, it is about experiencing each other on a deeper level, almost as if you are falling in love again, but this time with greater awareness and maturity. Number 3. Truth or Dare. Couple Edition. You might think of this game as something silly from teenage years, but when redesigned for adults in relationships, it becomes a surprisingly powerful tool. In this version, the truths and dares are not extreme or embarrassing, but carefully crafted to create fun, surprise, and vulnerability. One card might ask you to share a truth about what you admire most in your partner, but rarely say out loud. Another dare might challenge you to step outside your comfort zone together, like dancing in the living room with no music, or making each other laugh in under a minute. From a psychological perspective, this combination of surprise, play, and slight vulnerability releases dopamine, the neurotransmitter of pleasure, and oxytocin, the bonding hormone. This chemical cocktail explains why couples often feel closer and lighter after playing. The benefit is that it breaks the heavy routine, it brings back laughter, and it reminds you that your partner is not just a teammate in daily life, but also someone you can be playful, silly, and joyful with. Number 4. Couple Reconnect Cards. This set of exercises is often recommended by therapists because it provides structure for conversations that matter most in relationships. The cards move step by step, guiding partners from easy affirmations to more sensitive topics such as unspoken needs, personal boundaries, and long-term dreams. From a psychological point of view, this taps directly into attachment theory, the science that explains how we form emotional bonds and what makes them feel safe or unsafe. When you use these cards, you are essentially building a secure base with your partner, showing each other that it is safe to be honest and to express what you really need. For couples who have gone through conflict, distance, or even betrayal, these exercises can be a way to slowly rebuild the bridge of trust, one conversation at a time. The benefit is profound: stability and security. It doesn't just create warm feelings for a few hours, it creates a foundation where both partners can grow without fear. Number 5. The DIY jar of questions. You don't need to buy a game to reconnect. Sometimes the most powerful tools are the simplest. All you need is a jar, some strips of paper, and the willingness to ask and answer questions. Each of you writes down prompts. They can be playful, like, "What would you do if we won the lottery tomorrow?" Or they can be deep, like, "What is one thing you are afraid to tell me?" The magic is not in the jar, but in the ritual. Every time you pull out a question, you are making a choice to stay curious about each other. Psychologists say that couples who create shared rituals, whether it's a Sunday walk, a bedtime phrase, or a jar of questions, develop a stronger sense of we, a shared identity that protects the relationship from drifting apart. The benefit is that it is free, endlessly customizable, and it grows with you. The more questions you add, the more alive the game becomes, turning into a living diary of your journey together. Most couples assume that connection will take care of itself, but the truth is that connection is built, moment by moment, choice by choice. These 5 games are not distractions from real life. They are tools to create a richer, more meaningful reality. They uncover truths you didn't know were hiding, they bring back curiosity you thought was gone, and they remind you that love is not a one-time fall, but a daily practice. If you feel like your relationship has slipped into autopilot, start with just one of these games tonight. Choose curiosity over silence, laughter over routine, vulnerability over distance. You might be surprised by how quickly the spark returns and how deeply you realize that love is still alive, waiting for attention. Don't just be together, grow together. And if you want more psychology-backed ways to transform your love life, subscribe Healing with Sergey Guru and join this community where we explore the tools, the science, and the stories that help love last.